Mark.
Kobe beyond the arc. 2 for 2. Kobe's got a mismatch. Wants to get back to Lamar. Instead, he'll go himself. Not a bad idea. He's 3 for 3, and the Lakers lead by 4 once again. And one of the better draft choices by the previous regime. Slipped over to Pound. Boy, it's almost like he lost it, but
I wouldn't be surprised to see him on Kobe before this is over.
Step back. Couple of free throws for Kobe. Bodied up as Kobe puts the Lakers up by 3. With David Lee coming out and a break. It looked like a turnover, but a save. Kobe gets it right back, and Kobe beats Richardson.
Try to get it in the inside in some fashion.
Kobe freed up. Man, target practice for him when nobody's in his grill. 16-11, Lakers by 5. 13 of the 16 belonging to Kobe.
Could be target practice with everybody in his grill. Make sure your guy's there.
Kobe held by Wilson Chandler off the ball as he had beaten the Lakers right now. 12th in the league, which is pretty strong when you consider where they were a couple of years ago. Now David Lee tracking Kobe because of the space. Kobe burns him. Lee was worried he was going to try to go around him. Kobe's got 18. Lakers lead by 5, 31-26.
Anytime a big switches on to a little.
Now the length of Wilson Chandler up against Kobe. And Kobe
what about
right
that
off the bench. Makes no difference.
What about that limp?
Kobe over Chandler after the crossover. Inside the arc. I don't care. It's looked good, didn't it? 45-39, Lakers by half dozen.
I'll tell you something. He's got this crowd buzzing, boy.
Kobe now on the switch by David Lee. Stops on a dime. Kobe puts the Lakers back up by 5. He's got Kobe on the wing, and Kobe flying home. Two-hander by 7. 27 for 24.
But they're getting their money's worth. The crowd is cheering for Kobe in a big way. I thought we were on the. Didn't you say we were playing a road game?
Is it a road? I think it's a neutral site now.
I don't know. Spike Lee. Kobe's dedicated too. He's dedicated to doing one thing, really making sure you have no chance of winning. When he's on the floor, you talk about a guy with an absolute killer instinct. The Mamba. Strike him again. Splash. I mean, he's been doing it in so many ways.
Running of offense early for the Lakers, and in particular Kobe. Jumping it for Lamar, and Lamar throws it down. Lakers by 7 again, 51-44, as Kobe, the facilitator that time with a quick double.
Speed lineup.
Kobe beats Chandler on his way down. Chandler trying to get in the hole. Pau Gasol switched off nicely. Kobe leaks out. Showtime. Lakers by a dozen. Their biggest lead at 59-47. Lakers by 11. Kobe sees a crease. He's tripped up. And he'll go to the line. Curls it home. That'll help. And how about 33 of the 64 for Kobe?
Put on a show, number 24. Gets the bump.
You can hear the boos in the background for the people that started the MVP chant. He'll finally get it. And it'll be blocked from behind by Kobe. Right on top of the basketball. On a fall away. The floater. Off balance. Kobe, little up fake on David Lee. The fall away, it's his. We've seen that a few million times. 75-66. Luke finds Kobe. And, fortunately, a safe landing. And at 40 once again in the Garden. Chandler, Kobe held up on the fly. He wanted to go to Pau Gasol. That's on his way down. That's how good it is for this guy. 42.
I tell you, boy, he can create some shots for himself.
And Kobe right now at 42 points. And a reach by Duhan with 11 left on the shot clock. And Mike D'Antoni, he said the one thing, these guys are really trying. Mismatch, if they can get it inside. Kobe on his way down, glasses it home. 91-84, Baylor-esque once again. It'll be Farmar, he's already got one. Give him a couple of triples. Lakers by a dozen, just like that, 96-84.
Like I said, up and down, up and down. The roller coaster continues. By only one, if they lose this one by only one, they'll be in good shape. But Kobe says, we're not going to lose this one by one because I'm going to continue to be on fire. And that's what he is right now.
Hey, Robinson. Kobe off the bench. 108-94.
There's 48.
48 for Kobe. Taking 2 on. Man, a couple of free throws coming up. Oh, boy, that was a hard chop by Thomas.
Yeah.
It's 50 and counting.
There's the nickel.
1968, the second Madison Square Garden. And there have been only 5 players that have handed 50 or more against the Knicks since 1968. 52 for Kobe.
That particular call. They have really made that call one of their specialties.
Kobe got Chandler out of position, and back to the free throw line he goes. It'll be Tim Thomas checking back in. Chandler picks up his third foul with 54, and Chris Duhon. So Kobe at 54. Foul, the three. He'll go to the free throw line. So he's trying to become, and he's done it.
If he stays on the floor, he's going to get it.
Kobe Bryant with 57 points tonight. So
not the old-fashioned way.
Kobe on a spin. What a pivot. Yes! 121-103, 59 for Kobe. What a display. Lamar Odom looking at Kobe. Here it comes up against Chandler. And he'll go to the free throw line. Held up by Wilson Chandler. Used to play at an incredible level. He's got it. Kobe Bryant has now scored more points than any other player at Madison Square Garden with 61.
I mean, they've been on their feet. Every move he's made, every basket he's made, and he's made a lot of those. I mean, difficult shots, easy shots, but more the difficult variety. This one, that is difficult. The one prior to that was difficult. This one here, very difficult. Even Spike had to finally stand up and say, "You kidding me?"
What a magnificent one. Kobe Bryant, a standing ovation at Madison Square Garden from some of the most educated observers of the game.
He even got a high five from PJ. I'm serious. I mean,
yeah, this is a crowd that
Phil recognizes what he did here at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, they appreciate it. In a market where they really appreciate greatness. As Kobe Bryant has 61 points, 61 of the 126 for the Lakers.
Thanks, Kobe. This building opened in February of 1968. Every great player that since then's come through, hold the scoring record in this building. How does it make you feel?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
The opponent record was Jordan. He had 55. The record was Bernard King at 60. You just passed them both.
Wow, man. That's I don't know what to say, man. That's awesome. It's a blessing.
What is it about New York? 5 years in a row I've interviewed you after the Knicks game. There is something about this city, something about this building. What is it?
I just enjoy playing here, and I think, on top of the fact that it's an electrifying place, I was a little PO'd because Big Drew went down, and it was something I felt like this was a hump game where we had to have it. We couldn't come out here and play so-so. We needed to get this game in order to make the rest of the trip a positive one.
I know that you had to pick up some of the slack, as you mentioned, with Andrew. You're not going to get 61 every night, but are you going to score more until he comes back? Is that part of your plan?
Well, I'm going to read the defense. Last year we played without him. That wasn't the plan then, and it's not going to change now. But I'm going to read the defense, and now we have, me scoring is a luxury. It's not a necessity. So if I get going, then we'll ride that hot hand and keep the momentum going.
The question every Laker fan's asking is, can you guys win, get the best record, win the title if Drew doesn't come back?
Sure we can. We knew we were a great team last year. We believe we'll be a great team this year. But I tell you, man, having that big fella there, it takes us to another level. And we're all optimistic that he's going to be back in the middle, blocking shots, getting double-doubles like he was before. And when he comes back, we'll be ready to go.
Last thing for you, I interviewed Spike Lee during the game. He says that you and him are working on a documentary. You're actually going to go home and do some work now back at the hotel.
I got to go work.
Is he even going to speak to you after what you just did to his Knicks?
That's another thing. I had to make sure I focus because I want to sit next to him, tonight, going over this film and him talking trash and popping off at the mouth about how the Knicks beat us. So
I think you took care of that. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Kobe Bryant. He holds the scoring record in this building.
Gigi,